Hi, this is Terry, also known as the Hyper Nana. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, hi, nice to see you. Please subscribe and hit like if you like our videos. If you're a returning subscriber, great to see you. Thanks for coming back. Today's issue literally hits home. We got a call that the township has decided that they're not going to maintain a service road that leads down to our house anymore. The problem is that road is about 700 feet. That's over the size of a football field. Now, Jim bought this house 30 years ago. We share the house together right now. We're raising our grandson together in this house. We raised our children together. For 32 years, the road has been maintained, which means it's been plowed in the winter time, and they do grading or whatever it is they do in the summertime. Then we get a call in the middle of winter saying they're not doing it anymore. Suddenly, they decided to stop doing it. So, what's going to happen? Well, we called them back, and Jim talked to them, and they kind of said, well, that's just it. We made a decision that we're not doing it anymore. We were not consulted in that decision. He wasn't given any time at all. We just got a call saying they're not maintaining the road anymore. So the problem is that on this road, we won't be able to get any first response vehicles. If there's a fire, we're not going to be able to get any fire trucks down here. If there's an ambulance, we're not going to be able to get an ambulance. So we're not going to be able to get any first responders to the house at all. If we can't do that, he's also not going to be able to get house insurance, because you cannot insure a home that is inaccessible to first responder vehicles. So after 32 years, they're going to stop all of that. So the Nugget came out. The Nugget wrote a story about it. They didn't come out. The Nugget wrote a story about it. And underneath some of the comments we got were, well, it's acting all entitled. Should we just be plowing everyone's driveway? And some pretty mean-spirited comments. I'm here to tell you that there's no need for that. There's no need to be so mean-spirited. First of all, it's not a driveway. It is a road. And on the survey map, it says the King's Highway. Right now, when Jim bought the house 32 years ago, I'm standing on the King's Highway. Long live the King. Jim bought the house because it was maintained. So it should still be maintained after 32 years. The concern is that suddenly it just stopped. No warning. So now we have to go to town council, and we're going to try and get them to renew it. And I just wanted to say that this is not a problem that's just in our county. I realize that it's not an issue for the county. This is a problem all over small towns in Ontario. Taxes are going higher, but there seems to be services that are getting cut back on. Services not being maintained as well. And it's not just Ontario, it's all over the country. Small towns and rural areas are the ones that are really losing out in a lot of these problems. And then it's things like senior citizens, like Jim, 74 years old, who suddenly gets cut off because a lot of senior citizens will not fight back. Well, Jim has something that the county didn't plan on. They have me. I am one pissed off Nana, living in a house where I may not have access to emergency vehicles if there is an issue for my grandson. So my problem is, we need to work on our counties. If you pay taxes, get involved. Make sure your taxes are going where they should be. This is not an anger issue for the county. It's not an anger issue for Jim, and it's certainly not an issue for people to get mean and terrible and internet trolling comments on it. This is an issue that we all need to think about for our rural areas. We need to be thinking more about what can be done for seniors and for people with small children living out in those areas. We need to make sure that old service roads are maintained. We need to make sure that if they cannot be maintained, that there needs to be some notice, some plan put into place before they call you and say, guess what? So all this time I've been talking, all right, that's the road. Okay, all this time I've been talking, that's the road that needs to be shoveled. And their idea is that we need to shovel all of that. Okay, so that's our video for today. Now I realize it's kind of up and down. I didn't write a script, but I just wanted people to be aware of it. And like I said, I've seen a lot of comments on Facebook. Some of them mean, some of them very supportive. If we have your support, thank you so much. We really need to support this because Jim cannot afford to move, and we can't afford to move. It's just ridiculous that we would have to give up a home where Jim has raised his family in and provided a nice country life for his family because the county decided all of a sudden not to do it. So let's all look into our counties. Make sure that our people in the rural areas are being well taken care of, because Jim has people behind him, but this may be happening to someone in a rural area who does not have anyone behind him. So let's take care of each other, even if it's just writing something positive and supportive under newspaper articles where you see people are losing services. So that's the video for today. Again, I apologize. It's kind of up and down. There was no script. It was spur of the moment. And we'll keep everybody updated on this issue. So until next time, stay real, stay happy, stay healthy, and God bless.